Hey guys, we're here in Zurich and tonight I'm flying to South Africa. Today I'm going to bring you along on what I pack and give you some tips on what helps me to travel smooth. So let's start with the bike. Most of the board gear and the shoes I always try to put in a bike bag. I still bring a suitcase, but yeah, there I try to put more clothes in. So for the wheels, I will actually bring 4 pair. That's the ARC 50 with the 62 on the back. And then for the race setup, I will bring a 62 front with the disc on the back. On the bike, I take off the cockpit just because it's too long for the back and also because it's quite sensitive. I have 2, but I don't want one to break, so I take that off and then the rest is quite easy to put in. Just gotta make sure I don't drop the cockpit because this happened once before Lahti. When I went to the race, I packed it at like 9 in the evening and I had to leave at 6 in the morning. Then I actually dropped it and it broke. So I had to go fix it at 10 o'clock in the evening. I think it was a Sunday even, or a Monday, I don't know. And I had a mechanic helping me. It was quite stressful. We could fix it though. Yeah, that's why I always try to pack the bike, like maybe with a few hours spares.
Have you always done this on your own?
Yes, I have. I like to do it because then I know what I pack, but also I like to use my race bike till quite short before the race. So even on the last session, I prefer to use the bike I'm racing on. So that's why I haven't hired someone to do it for me. I mean, yeah, it's definitely not my most favorite part, but then at least I know what's in there. It doesn't take me very long, it's just 10 minutes.
Do you like packing?
Packing? Does anyone like packing? I mean, the bike doesn't take too long, but I always struggle to decide what I will bring. As you can see on my shoe collection, I still have a week of training there, so I just bring options. The race shoes, Cielo X1, the Hoka Mach 6 for, I would say, if I ride easy jogs. This is actually quite similar, the Mach X, also similar tempo runs or some bit of longer runs. Second pair of race shoes, just in case I lose the other one, you never know. The Skyward X, this is a new one actually. A lot of cushion. It's nice to walk around, but also possibly after the race when you're really sore, it helps. Then 2 bike shoes. Of course, some flippers for the pool. I still have a few sessions, of course, there. And actually 1 more race shoe, just in case. I just like to stay. Also, I bring the Clifton. That's my long run shoe. And the Mach 5. Well, we're there for how long? 10 days?
Yep.
Then we got wetsuits. 1 is already in here. I bring 3 wetsuits, just in case 1 breaks at training, and then I still have 2 because 1 breaks before the race, then I still have 1. So with 3 you're always safe. Helmet. Actually, I only bring 1 race helmet. I don't know why. I only have 1. So that's training helmet. I really hate to train with this because, let's be honest, I think it just looks really stupid. So if I go to race, I always try to also bring a normal training helmet so I don't have to look like an alien for a whole week. Then hand luggage. Most important is a scale because I never weigh my food, but for the race it's really important. So I know how much carbs I have in each bottle. And some shoes I'll put in here
just in case, for example, in Miami, my suitcase didn't arrive, so I didn't have shoes for the first day. But yeah, I don't overdo it with putting too much stuff in the hand luggage. Yeah, almost done.
So what are your 3 tips on how to travel smoothly?
So my 3 tips to travel smoothly would be travel light. It just helps to not have too much stuff, which I guess I'm kind of always do it wrong, but I still try to travel light. And tip number 2 is bring some snacks. I always try to bring some black chocolate. If you feel like something sweet, then at least you have like a good option. Then I always bring some beef jerky or Bündnerfleisch or Moschbröckli, just to have like a bit of an option if I want to have some protein, and some crackers. So just 3 little snacks I have with me where at least I have an option to eat something a little bit decent. And tip number 3 to travel smooth is try to not lift any heavy stuff, because it's actually like, even if you have a heavy bag, I always try to lift it slowly, so hurry slowly, because if you lift the suitcase abruptly, it can really actually get you a sore neck. We've just, I mean, it's not much, but if you travel to a race, I just always try to not get that soreness, because it's not really necessary. And even if you're traveling together, you can lift the suitcase together. If it's 30 kilos, it's not much, but if you like really lift it fast, then it can just get you tight for no reason. So yeah, that's my 3 tips. I hope it helps you. Sleep a lot, that's also a tip. Sleep as much as you can on the plane. I always try to, but yeah, but seriously, travel light. I think that's the goal I've had for a long time and I never achieved. You got the good job now.
It's the best job.
Just watch it, let me do the first. Just so you know, this is not my bag. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not 8.
Are you enjoying the sun?
Yes, it's beautiful. It's like really nice and warm.
Getting some energy after the flight.
Yeah, I'm just checking the pools actually. So we have some quick food and then have a little splash and then a little jog. Get the body moving after the trip. All smooth, so it's nice. The vineyards are just around the corner.